Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the round of 16 of the Free Food Parties Revolt Royale tournament, where we have for you two amazing players by the names of Sir Kibble on the north side of the map in the color red, playing as Brits, and his opponents on the south side of the map in the color teal, playing as the French. This is the big, mighty JulianK, the best player in the world at the moment. Um, Maybe a couple of people are saying of all time. I don't buy it yet, but definitely the best player in the world currently. Amazing player to watch. Let's not forget he's also the best treaty player to ever grace this game. And this is a treaty, Caverna. Even though it's only a
Oh,
15-minute treaty.
best of all time is quite a stretch. Like he's saying, like
No,
Pelé
no,
wasn't
no,
the
no,
best
no.
at his time.
No. Treaty, there is no one better than
Oh,
Julian. Not even close.
no. You're talking about treaty. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. In general, I think he's one of the best, but he's definitely not the best of all time. He still has a lot to prove to be the best of all time. A lot of players left to beat to be the GOAT. But
I think you
treaty
cannot.
wise, yeah.
Well, he wasn't the best back then, so you cannot even tell.
Now you
So
can, because
he's
a
the
lot of
best now.
it's like Kaiser is still playing, right? And Kaiser was a top 5 player in the time where H2O and Blackstar and all these players were playing. And if he can beat Kaiser consistently, then you can definitely say that he is a player that is
But
worthy
is
of a
but when
top 5
Kaiser was in his prime,
consideration.
that was you wouldn't know. Like for example, people change. Like it's like saying Pelé wasn't the best at his time in football, right?
But he
You can't
wasn't.
compare Messi and Pelé back then. It's different
No, you
people, the
can.
different
You can.
times in
You
history.
can.
I
You
don't
can
think so.
compare. Because it's when it comes to the base statistics of things, and when it comes to the overall measurement of how they have done and what they have done, and on the grander scales of how they have done things, then yeah, there is no comparison to Messi. Messi's just the goat, and it's actually in football, it's not really even close. But in AOE3, that's the thing. It is quite close. So, anyways, let's go back to the
It's like
game
saying
here.
Messi is better than Maradona.
Oh yeah, by far. Messi and Maradona are not in the same discussion. It's not
I
close.
don't.
It's
It's
not
not
close.
comparable, my friend.
It,
My
it is.
opinion.
It is. It is. They're not close.
It's not even comparable.
I'm telling you,
So
it's not close.
he's going for the native. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter what you say.
Look at this guy
You're not a god. And
switching,
you say, I
switching
said
the
it already.
conversation.
It's
No, I
end of
said it.
conversation.
No, my dad owns Microsoft, and he's gonna ban you from the game if you are gonna keep on arguing with me. Okay. Anyways, as
Don't
we were
try to play
saying,
the fool, nigga.
native trading post. He has taken the House of Fanar. Mr. Kibble has. Goof. Now, this is a very peculiar deck. It looks very treaty-like because of all the cards that it's got. He's got the terraced houses, which gives you settlers for manors. That's a card Lion likes because he doesn't make villagers. Let's look at the other side. We've got Julian, 1v1 Rebel, and look at this deck. Have
Even
you
12
seen a
10.
deck? Did you see a deck like this yet, Caverna?
Well, he is only taking what he needs. And that's all that has time for. I don't know why he's going for the factories at least. He's
Exactly
definitely
what I
going
was
for the.
thinking.
He's gonna use revolts all the way because France, you can go into France revolt, you can go to Napoleon revolt. You need all those shipments to actually get those things actually working. So he has something really prepared for this. So I like that.
Yeah, I love it as well, but the question is, how can he maintain this? How can he age up and not be shipment idling all too much? Or whether the question is, does he want to idle his shipments? Because he
Yeah, I think
knows
that's
that he's
exactly what he
going to
needs.
get so many
He-
shipments for the
I
Napoleonic
th-
revolt and whatnot.
well, I think French us can go Canada. Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So either or. Oh, you're seeing VC
yeah,
from Kibble.
yep. So he shipped
Interesting.
Greenwich time into Virginia Company.
I mean, that's the investing so many villagers is not even that interesting. I think it's somehow
I mean, it is if you're
because you're
gonna
gonna
revolt, right?
revolt.
Because you want as
Well, but
many
you gotta
villagers as
you
possible when you revolt.
well you make 10 villagers, you get 10 revolutionaries. That big a thing is like even worth it.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I
think
mean?
it is. I think it is. I think it is. 10 revolutionaries at the end of the day are very important. If you look at it in the grand scale of things, most of the games that we've casted so far have come down to a deciding big fight, right? And you're gonna have 10 more units in that deciding big fight. Isn't that worth it?
Well, it depends. You could have invested those resources into stronger units of your revolts. So you might have some like something 1,000 coin or something that you could have invested resources in that with extra resources after the revolt instead of just make a bunch of villagers investing a lot of resources into wood to get 10 more revolutionaries.
What
That's the
else would you
point
have
I'm trying
shipped?
to make. I would have just gathered the resources. You just make villagers as much as you do. I'm just putting an idea out there. Not saying I'm saying that could maybe not a good thing. Not saying that is not a good thing.
You see, but this is the thing, right, Caverna? He already shipped GMT, and GMT is so much more useful in this scenario rather than 3 bills. So why not just ship VC afterwards? Because you're gonna have a lot of income anyways, and since you build your manners and they're gonna be cheaper, that means more XP that's gonna come in because you're gonna get more manners. I'm
Yeah, that's
I'm
that's a good point.
I'm for shipping VC in this situation.
And also, like 15 minutes, there's enough time for you to do a quite considerable boom. So you gather more resources because you have more villages. But how much should you do in terms of houses and invest into that is like to be seen. I don't think you should go over pop on this with like 20, 200 pop on this.
Well,
But let's see what his does.
on the other hand, look at Julian, not even touching his coin mine until he has placer mines to age up. He only touched the coin mine just to get his steel traps and hunting dogs. Look at this guy. Amazing.
Yeah, optimizing all the way.
Yeah.
Nice herding from him as well. But I think both guys herded pretty well. Also a church from Julian
Just for
early
the extra
church.
XP. Yeah. I like
Yeah,
this play. I would have liked the play more if he would have gotten a native embassy, right? Let's check the XP rate on a native embassy. So, oh, they don't show it here? Because I think a native embassy gives you almost as much XP as a church does. Or maybe it's half. I'm not sure. Someone would have
I
to
think
fact
it's
check me on
probably
that.
probably half. But I think do they not show it? But just not all of them give you experience. I
No, no.
realize that some
All
don't
of them.
do don't
All
not
of
do
them.
it.
All of them do.
You should.
Every native
Okay.
TP gives you experience, yeah.
Okay.
And so I thought it's better to have the native TP just for big bundles, later on, rather than just having the church. Anyways, Julian already clicking up at 530. Amazing. He's going to go up with the Exile Prince, so he doesn't want to waste any time on going up. Whereas Kibble right now shipping his 700 coin, but he is mana moving really hard. Look at how much wood he has, and look at how many villagers he's producing with this Caverna. And look
He
at the
age up
amount
with
of
the naturalism as well. So
yeah,
you actually got
naturalist
two
as
extra
well.
villagers.
Yep, and look at all the XP coming in from the manors. Now this is the thing, right? VC is not a good card nowadays because it also nerfs the XP that you get from manor houses, so it's really really bad. The kill XP on a manor house is 84, and
Brain
the build
Chichu.
XP is only
Oh,
23.
84.
84 is
Oh,
the
I
kill
see.
XP. That's like
Oh, yeah.
it's so bad nowadays. I don't know why they did this to Brit, but this is one of the most horrible nerfs, and they kept on nerfing VC for some reason. But regardless,
Yeah.
from what I'm seeing, this boom is looking amazing for Kibble right
Oh,
now.
Robot saying, by the way, let me interrupt you quickly,
Yeah.
that European nets don't give you XP.
Really?
That's what I was trying to say. That some nets don't give XP, and that's what I had that in mind.
I never knew
And
that.
Robot confirmed that. Yeah.
Excuse me there.
Bless you, whatever.
Thank you.
I don't know if I can bless you that.
No, yeah, that's Shake's nose.
I
Not
don't know
much
if
to
it's
do about it.
customary for that.
Vika.
God bless that.
Yeah.
Nice. He's gonna go for 200 pop though, so definitely going for the maximum bills that he can have out of the visionary company, making use of those resources and time to optimize everything.
Yeah. Also, he's gathering his coin like really slowly. There's no real need for him to rush an age up because, as we said, he already has GMT, right? So every age up he's going to take is going to be quicker than a regular age up for Brit. And he's on full manor pop. He's on 40 villagers right now already. As we said, a lot of XP generated from all of these houses that were being built. So Kibble is looking mighty fine right now. He's looking really nice. And on the other hand, well, Kibble hasn't clicked up to
21
H3
villagers.
yet. Look at this. France is already going to click up to H4 because there we go. The 1,000 coin is on the floor already.
Yeah, I think Julian's strategy is to revolt as fast as possible because of the his deck, and he's going to focus mainly on the shipments from the revolt itself. He does need a shipment from Napoleon. I think he's trying to get to Napoleon as fast as possible. If he's going to do a French revolt, just guessing. And very interesting as well for Brits. He doesn't have a market, so he got a market now up.
Yeah,
Or maybe he had it before. I haven't seen it.
I think he did have it before because he had hunting dogs researched already, and
And play some mine
place of
and
mines and
logs.
yeah, and the gang saw.
What's that? Gang saw. Yeah, that's it.
So now we're seeing Brit macroing for the H4 now that he's aging up to H3 with the bishop, so he's going to age up the TC. So he really wants to maximize the amount of villagers he's going to get, because if you're going to think about the revolt options for Brit, now that South Africa is banned, they're not as good as the revolt options for France, right? So what he really wants to do is get as many units as possible out for like a USA revolt, for example, and just try and right click the French base. And I think Julian knows that, and hence why Julian is going to try and get back to the Napoleonic revolt as soon as possible, so he won't get overwhelmed by all the units. Because if you remember, the last time we cast against Napoleonic Revolt with Batuhan, when Coldfender pushed him, he had a lot more units than him. It was kind of a lack of micro by Coldfender that lost him that game with Ultimate, right? Because he did overwhelm him in his base a while until the French player could react to it. So Julian probably
Yeah.
saw that and wants to learn from these mistakes and just be on time.
And also he sent Regiment and CM. I think wonder what's the plan because he got those musketeers. There's any way he can upgrade those things back? And also maybe with the embassy here. Is that a play he can do? I wonder. What he's edging up with, by the way. I wonder if he's gonna edge up with the town center. Tycoon, is that a fort? Are you
So
lagging?
the Tycoon is 1,000 coin. No, sorry, I had to blow my nose again, and I didn't want the whole world to hear my trumpets. So the Tycoon is 1,000 coin age up, and now we are going to see. We already saw. No, sorry, excuse me. The 1,000 wood is going to come in first. He's going to gather up the 1,000 coin, then the 1,000 wood. He's going to age up, and he's also shipping pioneers. So that
So
means
he
that
has
he's
no more
going to
decks, right?
revolt to
No
France.
more cards. He has no more
Nope,
cards to send right now.
nope, that's it. He has spent all of his cards. Amazing.
So
He is
this is like
so
showing
efficient.
like preparedness, yeah.
He is so efficient. Every single card he's shipped so far has been used so efficiently. The ancien regime as well, for when he's in the Napoleonic revolt later, that he can make the units from. Absolutely amazing.
And he's
What?
not even like hiding what he's doing. You know, like look, this is what you get.
Yeah,
This is what I'm up to, and I like that. He's not like trying to fool the enemy, hiding his cards. You know, like he's trying to flex a little bit.
yeah,
That's the vibe I get.
yeah. The
The
Viceroy character.
Viceroy,
What does the
Viceroy.
Viceroy give? Um, that I don't know. Does it give you 1,000? It doesn't. It's not a Tycoon agent, right? Hmm. Weird. Regardless, Kibble is already on 43 villagers right now. Looking mighty fine when it comes to his villager count for when he eventually is going to revolt. But on the other end, Caverna, look at Julian, man. Look at how good he's looking right now. He's got everything he needs for a revolt. Absolutely everything. And he's already revolting to France.
And he's not going for factories and stuff like that. He's just like going straight to the revolt. And
Yep.
now he's already safe. He has a mortar. Interesting.
He's got
I wonder
1160
if he's gonna go
villagers.
for mercantilism though. Can he still do that
Look at this,
after he
Caverna.
revolted? Probably
Look at this,
can.
Caverna. He's got a factory with a Napoleonic revolt, with the French revolt, and he's probably going to have a factory with a Napoleonic revolt as well. That's why he didn't have two factories in his deck.
Right.
See?
But sometimes sometimes a factory might not even to have two factories. It's two shipments, and it's like when you revolt, you don't want to send like villagers. You want to keep your temple. So maybe that's what he's going for as well.
Yeah. Julian has paused the game, so that gives us a bit of time to see what Kibble is doing. Kibble right now is sending terraced houses. Now, this is my question, Caverna. Does terraced houses keep on giving you villagers after you revolt?
Sorry, can you come again?
He's shipping the terraced houses. So terraced houses is the card that you get free villagers from your manor houses, but slower.
Not free. Not free. They just.
No, no,
It's like
they
little town centers.
yeah, but they're free. They slowly spawn settlers. So it's like an
Are they?
Ottoman TC, but really slow.
Oh, because this is
Yeah.
the revolt stuff.
No.
That's
So that's what
insane.
I'm trying to say. If you revolt, right? Does terraced houses still work? Is it still in play? If yes, this is a humongously big brain move by him.
Well, when it comes the Brit card, the British card, they don't give it for free. You have to actually pay for villagers. If you're talking about a revolt that I don't know, no, this is the British deck. They train very slowly from Manor House, but you have to pay it's like a little town center. Think that way.
Let's see. I want to see. Now the card is in, and I want to see if it automatically queues villagers.
No, it does not because I've already used this card multiple times.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. You're right. But look at how many villagers he's queuing at once, Caverna.
Yeah, that's the thing, like he's gonna go max pop it
Yeah,
at some
that's the
point.
thing. Like he's got so many resources right now. He's got so many villagers coming up as well, and they're not coming as slow as you would think that they are, right?
No,
This
no,
isn't
that's okay.
slow. Yeah, this isn't slow. And on the other end, Julian is
It's
going to make more
slower.
Sonculotes. Cult of Supreme Being. You gain more XP from training units, and other players receive less XP from defeating yours.
Jesus, you went
Sonculos
super loud now.
gather slightly faster. Build bounty 10 XP. So this is like an XP card. Your units make more XP when they're built, and your opponents get less XP for the units they kill from you. Now Julian is going to macro already for his Napoleonic Revolt, for the card that he will send here. Go into the Napoleonic era. And yeah, they're both looking like very prepared for this. This is a nice happy change because normally in a Revolt tournament, people, oh my god, look at this.
And I mean, I like what he's doing because he's actually optimizing Vision Your Company to this maximum potential. Like his strategy is very sound. I like that.
He just jumped the 74 villagers out of absolutely nowhere.
Yeah, he has still like 4 minutes to revolt. He's chilling.
Yeah.
But the only thing for me is like, yeah, you're gonna have 100 revolutionaries, but against those French explorers, is that? I don't know, man.
I mean,
It
you
might be
need it
worth it.
because you don't have anything else compared. If you're thinking about it, what does he have? He has Canada. Your settlers gain a powerful range attack. Okay. You have USA and you have Haiti. Haiti is absolutely bad. USA is meh, and Canada is the only one you can really go for, and that's a settler-based revolt.
Yeah, the USA would be good if you could do multiple force. Since you cannot send infinite force, probably not a good idea.
Exactly.
You can still, I think, if you really want to put forts on the map, you can still have like 2 or 3. I think for the USA, you can have maybe like 4, because you have like maybe a card that you can make 2 more forts, and then you can make them with your explorer. So you
Fencing
could have
school
about
being
4
shipped right
forts.
now as well, Caverna. For Sir Kibble. So he wants his infantry to be trained faster.
And he wants to keep on making units after he has revolted. I wonder how he's gonna actually pull that off. Where the resource is gonna come from?
Exactly. Now, from what I'm seeing, there's mercantilism
Mercantilism.
that just came in. Was that for? Yeah, that was for Julian, right? Oh, there we go. He automatically can get the young guards. Oh no, now he's going to make mercantilism. There we go. Okay, it's probably way cheaper as well for him.
So
Now
how much is a Napoleon revolt?
it's about 1,800 of these resources. Wait, is he getting mercantilism over and over again, or does he just keep canceling it?
No, that was Kibble you were looking at first.
No, but this is the second time that Julian has done this. Yeah, there we go. He
Yeah,
canceled it and made it again. So
probably. Yeah.
the Napoleonic era costs you 1,800
Woo,
food and
that's
1,800
expensive.
corn. That's very, very expensive, yeah. But, I mean, France is somehow on... How many? He's somehow on 80 villagers. 70 villagers, excuse me.
Yeah, he did send like 4 villages. That was that a card that he sent? Can you check? Did he send 4 bills? I saw for what's that card that he sent in the middle? The one that is grayed out. About that one.
No, this just gives you more XP and buffs the work rate. Maybe the villagers count for more, so one villager counts for more.
I don't know. I saw that he shipped for villagers somehow.
No, the guy has 70 villagers to
Oh, he can make more 3 villagers at a time, even
Yeah,
more.
yeah, he makes 5 L's at a time. Oh my god, I'm so stupid.
Oh, interesting.
I'm
I didn't
sorry.
know that.
Okay, so now Kibble is making musketeers. So that tells me that he's gonna calendar revolt, right? Because he gets the buff for musketeers with the calendar revolt. He's also making an artillery foundry. He's on 99 villagers right now. And he's just spamming out those musketeers. And look at how well the fencing school is working for him. Look at how quickly these musketeers are coming out.
Hmm. Yeah, that's true. So how's he gonna upgrade that? There's a card that he upgrades them.
Yes,
Is
he's
that a
going to
thing?
get a card in the calendar revolt, which will allow him to upgrade his musketeers.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you got the church, you got both TPs, and actually he's having like those the Mire Hussars and also the other native ones. Is that I always say Evzone, but I don't think they're Evzones.
These are
Something else.
Evzones and Boyars, yes. House of
They are
Fire.
Evzones. Okay.
Yep, and he also has the House of Habsburg as well. And he's also used already this button. I forgot what it was, but I know it's good. Now he's going to revolt to Canada, and now let's check Kibble's deck now that he's revolted to Canada. He's shipping this. Look at this, Fencible. Musketeers are upgraded to Fencibles that are stronger, cheaper, and have higher range. Do you understand that? That is amazing for him.
Very good build.
On the other hand, we are seeing a Napoleonic revolt coming in for Julian. Julian already queuing up a culverin in anticipation of artillery from Kibble. And look at Kibble. Metis Pathfinder, his villagers are insane. He's got a 99 villager eco right now. So this is looking amazing for him when it comes to the eco. I'm thinking that Kibble is in a very, very good spot right now, Caverna. I think he
So he doesn't lose his villagers when he revolt?
Nope, they become better.
What?
Yep, they become better and super strong as well. Look at this.
So this is like a good South Africa sort of thing.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Let's look
Underestimated Brits.
Look at the musketeers. Look at how strong they become.
Damn, like Super Saiyajin musketeers.
Yes. And look at this army he's got right now, and he can basically just right click because France doesn't really have anything right now. He's shipping the heavy cannons and the horse artillery, but this is a lot of musketeers, man, and this is a lot of horse cannons as well. Yes, he does
have a good surprise.
3 musketeers, but look at the score as well. The score is incredibly in Kibble's favor right now. That's an explorer done already. And Kibble's just gonna right click, and behind this he can mass produce however many units he wants. Now he's shipping pioneers to make his villas even stronger, and Hudson Bay Company. Now, while gathering natural resources, villagers also gather a trickle of coin. That is another insane card. You're gonna have an incredible coin trickle coming in.
Okay, that's a lot of heavies there.
Kibble going to back off, but regardless, I dare to say the longer this goes on, the better it is for Kibble rather than Julian.
It sounds like the same because he also can use those revolutionaries, their Sunsclot, to actually gather rest. So it's kind of same thing, sort of. And he can actually use those revolutionaries to fight where Kibble cannot.
Yeah, I mean, Kibble can fight with them because look at the stats on them: 300 HP and 23 range attack with 20% melee resist. These guys are really not bad in combat. They can fight.
Right. Interesting. Okay, we have a fight.
Okay, yeah. Oof, that was a very nice dodge there by the horse artillery. Yeah, the French army is looking a bit more scary right now. You've got foot carabineers for France that are better than defensibles, but they're not as spammable as defensibles, right? They can only produce them from one building.
Is that the second factory? There we go. So that's one factory from the Napoleon Revolt now.
Exactly. So he's got both of his factories in. Score's still very much in Kibble's favor right now. Kibble also, no, he almost shipped the Wilderness Warfare. His villagers would have been absolutely crazy. But instead, he's going to ship militia officers. Send a Canadian militia officer who improves the fighting spirit of villagers, militiamen, and native warriors.
Interesting.
I don't know if that's way more useful than what he wanted to ship initially, honestly.
There we go. Finally, the coverings are here.
Yeah,
So you're
covering
gonna have a
Royale coming in from Kibble. Ooh, but the middle guard are already engaging, especially with the foot carabiniers and the young guard. Is going to be really deadly for Kibble. He has to back off right now and let his artillery do more of the damage. Horse artillery, one of them already going down. Second one is going to go down soon-ish. Culverins are now in range almost of each other. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. One Culverin goes down, two Culverin go down, one for each player. Kibble. Ooh, why are you packing? Why are you packing? Why are you packing? You need to keep shooting, Kibble. No. Oh my god, and Kibble lost all of his artillery right there. Julian Micro, OP. It is what it is. And now Julian has said, okay, I've had enough of this. I'm going to push it. I'm not waiting around any longer. And Julian
How about Julian's perspective? Can you just quickly go there? He was flexing 2 shipments at the time.
Oh yes, he is going to ship Imperial Old Guard. Significantly improves grenadier resistance in melee combat. So look at his grenadiers now. 50% range resist. And 52 hand attack.
Oof.
Basically they don't die to it.
Yeah, Kibble also has the native shipments. He's still like, there's quite a lot of them.
Okay, and Big Kibble is going to pull his villagers
2
right
Mayor
now.
Hussars.
He's saying, Big Julian, you want a fight? I'll give you a fight. He's going to pull all of his villagers right now. And if he's smart... Oh, there we go. As I said it, the big button is coming in. 16 sacred bands right now. But, ooh, look at this coming in from Julian as support. He's got 5 Gatling Camels and 5 Mamelukes coming in to counter all of these villagers. Because villagers, as we know, they don't really do well against cavalry. Huge amounts of artillery firing into the infantry right now, but it was mostly Culverins up until now. Kibble doing amazing, taking down all of the artillery from front. Look at how little damage the artillery is doing to these villagers, and look at how much damage the villagers are doing to the artillery. That's another heavy cannon going down after the horse artillery went down. The musketeers are engaging with the sans-culottes here very smartly. Julian as well, taking down that market so that Kibble can't market trade in the middle of the fight. But look at Kibble using the manners to make more and more villagers to keep on fighting and keep on mass producing. Culverins in the back as well, doing a lot of damage to the opponent's artillery, but Julian with his incredible micro takes it down with the Gatling Camels. Gatling Camels absolutely going ham on these fencibles right now. And the British army and economy is looking like it's waning slowly but surely, but the score is still very heavily in the favor of Kibble. And as I'm saying that, the villagers are going to move more and more forward, Caverna, and they're just right-clicking everything. He's just right-clicking, he doesn't care what's going on, the Gatling Camels are down, the entire French
Look how many more
military is down.
musketeers still alive.
And France right now only has these 70 sans-culottes. He has nothing behind this.
Man, your camera is just making me dizzy a little bit.
Oh,
can you do the right click thing?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's just like, maybe I do like this.
I'm sorry.
Thanks.
And as a result of this big fight, Caverna, look at Kibble. Kibble is incredibly ahead of
Interesting.
Julian right now.
Yeah, look at the score. Just unbelievable. And Julian has that massive card that he's sending. Like, how many musketeers? I think he's sending that right now.
It's the 100 musketeer card.
No, that's actually Kibble sending something.
Kibble is sending something right now. Kibble is sending the 22 Lenape allies.
What is that?
I think they're skirmishers. They're a native skirmisher. Iroquois also has that card, but regardless, I am so surprised by Kibble right now. He's doing an amazing job, Caverna. And let's be honest, these fencibles are kind of meat shield to the villagers. They were the real damage dealers in that last fight.
Yeah, they have 40 damage.
So look at this elite and Lenape warriors, and that's why he had the militia officer, because he buffs these guys. So 37 warcry attack, 25 range attack, 20% melee resist. No, they're musketeers, excuse me. No, they are skirmishers. Yeah, they are skirmishers, because they have the multis against...
Just hover over the guy.
Yeah, against the heavy infantry, light range cavalry, range shock cavalry. So these guys
they got 2 times against heavy... Yeah, they're skirmishers. They have 2 times multipliers versus heavies. Oh, he's gonna get some villagers.
Now all these villagers from Julian, he's not paying attention. He's gonna lose a lot of these sans-culottes. That's already 3, 4 going down. Very nicely. Radetsky March being used as well by Kibble. 3 Magyar Hussars as well in the mix right now. Kibble is so prepared for this, isn't he? Congrès de Vienne. So all the buildings that he currently has are going to give him XP as well. And there we go. Look, another shipment straight away. That's like an extra mercantilism for him, Caverna.
Why he got experience?
because he researched a tech from the native that gives him XP for every
Oh,
building he has in the game.
and he has a lot of manners.
Yep.
Interesting.
3 heavy cannons
What a
right
play.
here and 2 culverins for Julian. Julian is trying to be reliant on his superior micro this entire game, but the game plan here for Kibble. Oh, game's lagged out. Okay, let's give it a second until it comes back.
Try to pause the game quickly.
Oh no,
Save.
my game has crashed.
Oh boy.
Oh no, there we go. We're back. Okay, nice. Meanwhile, Radetsky March, the Hungarian Magyarozars, have managed to catch a TC being built right there, and that Sankulot is going to go down. That's another villager going down. And Julian has what? Three? That's 10 villagers, 13 villagers, 18 villagers. That's 25 villagers. That's all he's got. And if we're looking at Kibble on the other end, Kibble is up to 64 Caverna.
Wow.
64
He-
villagers.
And
Already
he
has a
still has
result.
manners to make more villagers, and he can two town centers. He can just he can just go top 99 right over.
Yep.
And now he's sending witness, so that's your village is even more potent right now.
Oh no, he's skipping the wilderness. Oh no, he does. He did skip the wilderness worker. There we go.
He did just
Now he's
now.
shipping bison. So he's shipping 10 bison and improved gather rates. Insane.
Wow. And that's gonna be allow him to go back to 99 pop.
Yep. His villagers right now. Look at how much coin he's gaining, Caverna, from these villagers. And no one is on coin. You know why? Because he shipped that card. Gives him a coin trickle for every villager if they gather natural resources.
Why
Those
does has
villagers.
two villagers like is it coming two at a time? Why's the icon for the villagers so
Oh,
funny?
it's a regular villager icon. Just with different hats. So it looks like that. But that's the regular villager icon.
Yes.
Regardless, look at how much he's gathering 1300 coin a minute, Caverna, with only one villager on coin. With his
Look at those
factories and the
buffaloes.
villagers. Yep, buffaloes are in. And now look at the gatherings. These villagers are gathering 1.18 food per second from hunted animals. Now on 82 villagers again. 53,000 score compared to 36,000 of Julian. Julian is looking heavily on the back foot right now. Julian making more and more artillery because he knows that his opponent is going full on infantry. But if Kibble is smart, he just makes 10 culverins here. He doesn't need
He
any
does have
more.
five. He does have five.
Does Kibble? There we go, he does. He doesn't need any heavy artillery to push. He just needs anti-artillery to prevent his infantry from dying. And in all honesty, Kibble is in a position where he can, if he wants to end the game, he can just drag all of his villagers that he's got in his base and just right-click, because France doesn't have anything that kills villagers. Heavy cannons don't kill villagers.
I guess he doesn't know what Julian has. You know, you gotta. He's just respecting Julian. You know, it is one of the best players in the game, so it's kind of
Okay.
hard to be into his shoes. So yeah, he's just playing it safe. But what a nice strategy for Kip. I mean, I'm super impressed by this revolt. I have not, I have not seen it coming at all. Ooh, that's a
humongous
massive
rounds.
volley.
There we
That's
go.
so many
More
heavies
volleys
though.
from the heavies, but the
But he's
Vengeful are
going
just gonna
forward
go in.
anyways.
They don't care. They're just gonna say,
Ooh.
okay, we're gonna go in melee. We're
Ooh.
gonna try and take everything down. But he's losing so many
Can
pencils
he?
in the
On the
process.
cover is as
A
well.
lot of
What a
going
loss.
down. Oh my god, this micro. But this is the thing, right? Caverna, Kibble can do this at least 6 more times.
I think he can.
Kibble doesn't really care because if you look at the score, his score barely dropped and France's score is not going up. He does not care.
But I'm not sure.
Oh, there we
Look.
go, Caverna. The 100 Musketeer shipment is finally in, and now Kibble has to care. Now Kibble has to run. Now Kibble has to fight. Because if he does not correctly micro his units and
Why?
try and at least take an even trade with Julian, he's going to be absolutely wrecked here. These 100 Musketeers, they may be weaker, but in the hands of a player like Julian, they can do a lot of damage. He's just making these Lenapas take so much damage, put so much damage on his factory because he eventually wants to go back and finish out the job, so Julian won't be able to make a lot of heavy cannons. But the downside for Julian is he doesn't have the same amount of heavy cannons for this big push right now that he's going to have.
Look at the musketeers. These musketeers are upgraded. They're not like when Battle Hunt did it, right? Because these are not regular musketeers, are they?
No,
They are.
these are worse than regular Musketeers by a lot.
Ooh.
So they're 45 HP less, and they're 7 attack less, and also 4 hand attack less. They're like really, really weak musketeers, but you get 100 of them.
But look at the score now. Julian is back, man. I mean, musketeers, they are quite weak, but there's so many heavy artillery. And you're talking about Julian here, that game is like micro god, and he thrives in this kind of environment on the late game and the treaty. And if he can get his economic back as well, it
We're
could be a
having
problem for Kibble.
Guard Azars coming in for Kibble right now. But this is the thing. Julian knows that he has to win the game with this push. If he doesn't win the game now, he loses. If he doesn't absolutely destroy Kibble, he's dead. He knows that.
He's back to 99 villages because of the terrace.
Yeah, but look at
Unbelievable.
this shipment coming in for Kibble right now. 4 Hanover allies delivers 4 drummers. Do you know what those drummers do? They give you
They
increased attack,
boost.
increased speed, increased rate of fire for your units. They're incredible for your army. Kibble is going to try and engage, but Kibble really needs to go back. He really has to. I know he's
Oh,
killing
it's
a lot of these
melting!
musketeers, but no! The heavy cannons take shots, and oh my god, look at how much damage they're doing. But they aren't doing as much damage as I thought, and Kibble's musketeers actually took down a lot of French musketeers here. And oh my god!
Oh, that was.
Right down the middle of these
The,
fencibles.
they're very low HP right now. That's very, very problematic for
I mean, a
Kibble
lot
right
of them are
now.
pretty high HP actually. The shots were pretty concentrated, so they concentrated on a lot of units in the middle. Now these musketeers are gonna take ages to try and even kill one of these villagers. Look at this. They're just not dying. 3
How much
culverins coming
HP
up
they
for
have
Kibble.
now?
330.
Ooh la la. It's just a
Oh,
covering war, and he
covering
needs to
shots,
take those
very
heavies.
nice on the
Very
heavies.
nice.
Very, very nice by Kibble right now, focusing down the heavy cannon. Now he can just try and go in with the fencibles because that's a heavy cannon already down. This 3 heavy cannon shots only killed 1 musketeer. That's not all
It's
that
gonna
bad.
take another heavy now.
Yup, there we go.
Ooh,
Another
very
heavy cannon
nice.
going down, and this is the time to go in. If you're Kibble right now, you don't want a
Send the
player like
villagers.
Julian to have any air. Julian right now is going to ship Grande Armée, allows you to research
There's
Imperial
2 more
unit
heavies
upgrades
coming
for your
though.
units. He has to go in right now. Kibble can win the game here and now if he just goes in. But where is his culverins
I'm not
though?
sure.
Did he lose all his culverins?
He lost his coverings. I don't think it's a good thing for him to, because he has
Oh
2
my
more
God,
heavies on the
Kibble.
back.
He's lost all of his culverins, but now he's going to make hussars. And you know, these musketeers aren't very good against hussars, and nothing else in his army counters hussars. If he can get like 20 hussars out on the field, he'll win the game because he's got guard hussars, Caverna. There we go, hussars are out on the field. King's Life Hussar, 512 HP, 48 hand attack, and they're going straight on the artillery right now, hammering these culverins. Their next target is going to be the heavy cannons, but the musketeers need to come in support really quickly. Really quickly. They have to take down everything, and while he has the military advantage, he has to pounce on it. There we go. That's 1 heavy cannon going down. That's a 2nd heavy cannon going down. And the musketeers right now are being snared. Foot Carabineers are going down, a couple of reinforcing units for the French army, but Kibble has to start moving right now. He has to start moving, and he has to get... Where are they? Where are his Hanover allies? I don't get it. He just shipped the card. They need to come in and help these musketeers. Look at how much damage these musketeers are doing to the French units. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know how Kibble can lose this anymore. These musketeers are kind of trash. Like, if you really think about it, it was just like a volume thing. The fact that Kibble can just make more and more stuff is just paying off. What incredible revolt from Kibble.
And he also keeps up shipping him economic cards to Verna. He's shipping 15 elks right now just to get more and more hunts so he can gather natural resources so he can make use of
And then he
extra
can send the
gold.
villagers to fight, make all the villagers back again because he's going to have all the food in the world. Wow.
Exactly. I just want to see Kibble transition properly here. If he manages to transition properly, if he manages to get, you know, all of his 99 almost vills to work properly, and he can just spam out units, he's in an amazing position. Absolutely.
Yeah, he also has another Mayan Hussar, 10 F zones as well.
10,
Everybody on food.
Greek band. The big button is the Greek musketeers. They're a sacred band. The F zones are the units you train. So these are the F zones.
Okay.
And this gives you Greek band.
Greek
Anyways,
revolutionaries.
if we're looking at
Oh,
Julian on this
what's
side,
Julian? Yeah.
Julian is researching the royal tax right now from his royal embassy. I just don't know what it gives.
I think he upgrades that, or is there upgrade for the units?
I'm not quite sure what it does. But
Does anybody know?
regardless, I don't know what Julian does from this position.
It's coin.
I mean, he did grow back quite a lot in the villager count. So he's almost he's
It's
at what
coming
right
back.
now? Yeah, he's at 30 plus 22, 52. He's on 65 villagers right now. So
It's scary.
he's not that far behind. As I said, Kibble really needs to push his advantage, and I don't know
I
why
think so
he isn't.
too.
He's
He's
stopped making
hesitating.
cav. He stopped making cav, Karina. Why? Ask
He's
yourself.
overpopped. He had to go and fight because he has the resources. And you're giving time for Julian. And you're talking about Julian here. That's not a guy that you want to come back into the game.
Yeah, but you don't make culverins after all the times that Julian has shown you that he's going to beat you in a cold war. Just don't make him. Make cav. He doesn't have infantry that can defend his artillery properly. He's only got grenadiers and very weak musketeers in his army. He doesn't have anything else. This is the
I
time
mean,
to push.
that was the time. Like he knew that he was coming back. That's good scouting. He
Yep,
might lose
scouting.
them though.
He will lose them, but that doesn't matter. He can always retrain these Hussars. But Julian is making more and more culverins right now. Julian is kind of heavily over-investing in culverins, it feels like. Let's see the
Well,
gather
he
rate on
needs to
Julian's
protect
villagers.
somehow his heavies. That's what stopped the push last time. So
Oh my god, Caverna, look at the difference in gather rates for the villagers. The Canadian villagers gather a third better than the French villagers right now. Kibble's economy is absolutely
oh,
moronically good right now. Heavy cannons firing. Again, Julian's
oh,
culverins taking down. Oh my god, but he shot all the. Okay.
3-1. It's the micro from Julian is just overwhelming.
Julian's just been kept in the game right now, just plays superior micro, and Kibble has to realize, there we go, finally he's going to make Hussars. He has to realize that he has to use both the Hussars and the Boyars. He hasn't trained native units. He's popped. You want to overpop.
He can overpop here easily.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. You have to make all the native units available to you, because you've got a flying economy. You're making so much. You have to use it to your advantage. Whereas Julian
What are
isn't at
those?
200
Oh, the
pop right now.
drummers.
French Royal Army enables your musketeers and halberdiers to benefit from combat promotions and receive extra hit points and damage for each defeated military unit. Now, he desperately wants to make his shitty musketeers better. Ooh, that's a lot of villages right there for France. If look at how beautiful they look.
King Life Guard Hussars. It looked like we were playing like a mod or something. That's how different this is.
Over there on the head.
Yeah, he sees it.
Yeah, the villagers are shooting his villagers. And there we go, the Hussars are going to go on them. And these villagers are not really good against cavalry, are they now? Julian wants to try and save his villagers by spawning some Magyar Hussars right now. But, oh, he managed to run away. Kibble just doesn't want to go after them. But Kibble is going to make a side artillery foundry, which very sadly is going to get scouted. Oh my god, exactly.
That's
as
unfortunate.
He was building it.
Julian just saw that the village was coming. He knew something was up, like.
Yeah.
Whereas Kibble is just giving too much time for Julian, I think. This is super scary.
Exactly. Now he's finally listening to my advice and he's making boyars. He's got his Magyar Hussars. He's got veteran boyars. And his army is looking scarier and scarier by the minute. And Caverna, this is not enough anti-cav. These veteran musketeers are only as good as Ruskins. Just so you understand. H2 Ruskins. These are not good. But Kibble has to fight with everything together. Kibble, please. Kibble, wake up. Kibble, wake up.
Oh my god.
Sir Kibble, wake up.
Let's go.
He is sending Blood Brothers right now, so his score is gonna jump, Caverna. Don't be scared, his score is gonna triple now. Because Blood Brothers is just a card that gives you an incredible score. There we go, you see? His score is doubled right now. But this is just to mentally put Julian behind. Guard line infantry coming in as well. With the guard drummers in here as well. All his units have better rate of fire in melee and in rage. So many Hussars, so many Magyar Hussars, so many Boyars, so many line infantry, so many Invincibles. He doesn't need artillery. As I said, don't engage in something you know you will lose. There we go, those King's Life Hussars right now on the heavy cannons, taking them down. These mounted infantry are anti-infantry. They're not anti-cavalry. Julian knows it. He tried to see if Kibble doesn't know that. But Kibble knows. If there's one thing that Kibble has an advantage over Julian is game knowledge at this stage. and Kibble is using it to his maximum benefit right now. 98 villagers as well. Julian almost nearing that maximum villager amount. A lot of hussars on the villagers here right now, though. Taking down a couple of villagers, just keeping Julian occupied while he's going to push the center of the base. Very nice
There's
player
so
advantage
much
from
more
him.
cav coming over. I mean, he also has 14 those Greek revolutionaries as well to send. Oh, a nice raid from Julian.
Side raid here by Julian, but the second man don't really kill the villagers quick enough.
And the villagers can sort of fight too.
Yeah,
So
they
at
can
this
fight it.
stage of the game,
And there we go, the hussars going in. I mean, he's just gonna right click. If I'm Kibble, right, I'm going to hotkey these two boys right here, these tables, and I'm gonna click huss, 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 and just right click them over here and not just
he
kind of
managed
like
to do the petards as well on the sides.
yeah. Finally, he's gotten the petards out, and he's making some side stables as well. He's going to petard his TC. Oh my god! And there we go, Caverna, Sir Kibble,
Wow, unbelievable.
the winner of the first
Nice.
game. Upsetting
That's
Julian in the first game of this series. Amazing.
amazing. The unbelievable keyboard strategy here. I have never seen this before. I'm super impressed. We have JulianK versus Kibble in a mirror match playing the Dutch. We do have here on the color red on the east side of the map. We have JulianK, and on the other side we have Radovan play. Oh, sorry, Radovan. We have Kibble playing as orange. Kibble having the Dutchman Explorer, whereas JulianK has the Henry May. We do find 70 coin there. We do 70 wood. I think the wood is actually better. We do have the, however, the coin does help with the villager production. So you do mine a little bit less coin to actually make the 15th villager. What else can we tell about this start? So I think we're probably gonna see a USA mirror here. That is one of the problems we had with this matchup. That he already saw the third game where he revolted with USA, and he also had another revolt with USA from Julian. It was a big misplay here. So on this tournament, guys, you cannot repeat civilizations or revolts. It was very nice of Mr. Kibble. We already. Sorry, I don't even want to talk anymore because I'm actually giving up information that I'm not supposed to. Then you go 75 food here on the back. Maybe Broky can edit this video and actually cut this part off from me. But you're not supposed to revolt into the same civilization more than once. Does the Greek Revolution buff villagers? Double damage. Okay, there's gonna be a treasure contest here. Does Julian has a crack shot? It does not show up because in a replay. This is so much difference when you actually cast in a game live, and when you have a replay, it really hurts. JulianK takes it for free. Kibble takes the experience though. He just had to get much closer and actually be aware of what he's taking the treasure there. And unfortunately, Julian takes the for Mr. Kibble. There we go, aging up with the quartermaster for Julian, and Kibble here is aging up with the quartermaster as well. We do have 5 villages on food. So both of them, Julian is actually age up faster because of the 70 coin that he gathered there on the treasure. So he's just able to age up faster. So he didn't have to mine the extra coin. And look at that micro here. He's gonna actually basically get that bank very soon. Now he's transitioning to food, so he can get his third bank. He's building that bank with 7 villages. That bank's gonna go up really quickly. Where Kibble, even though he had the extra wood, he's still lacking the food to make that bank during the transition. So that's a 4 villages up here from Julian for quite a lot of seconds here. He does have the resources to make the bank. He's gonna build the bank with 2 villages alone, maybe 3 now. And that's a lot of all the seconds. No, Julian is gathering extra resources from the bank. So you can see here, people has 17 coin, where Julian is already 35, which is not a big difference to be honest. But second bank is going up. Let's see here. Kibble is just resting his Dutchman. That is one extra treasure down up here. 70 wood treasure. And I think Julian's gonna go for it. Does he see it though? He does not. If he explores, he'll be able to see it. Now I'm playing bad, he said. We are playing one against one of the best Twitch players of all time into this game. I think you can say that about Julian. He has proven again and again that he's one of the best players when it comes to 3T and in the game overall. I mean, Julian has overperformed in all levels in this game. So it's quite a task, you know, to be playing against someone like Julian. Imagine the adrenaline you have to play against the best. It's not easy. I actually faced Julian myself once, and I didn't know it was him until I actually lost, or maybe it was halfway through, and I realized it was Julian. I said, "What the heck? How am I playing this guy in the ladder?" There we go. Julian going for his fourth bank, and Kibble for his third. He's a bank behind. There's quite a lot of difference here. Nobody's, and they see there's nobody on coin on this side of the map here. Also, Canada gets North America trade from Lakota. So Julian gets another shipment. A very concise deck here for his plan. I think with Julian, he's really trying to give away his strategy. And he does have a boat here. Is that what it is? Yeah, it's the mighty battleship. He also has 1600 wood in H4. I wonder if he actually is going to go for that. Now, he has sent the double wood shipments and the church card now for the extra banks, where Kibble is doing a similar build. So both of them are actually going into the same route. So now both of these players with 4 banks. And the church card coming through. It's slightly faster for Julian as well. And Julian finds the other treasure that's going to give him 70 wood. Market-wise, you cannot tell what they have. So he's gathering 92 food. And Kibble is gathering 84. So there's no market. Now the market is being made here for Kibble. So small things like this, like use extra bank a little bit faster, hunting dogs a little bit faster. All those extra resources should be showing in the score. As you can see, they're almost like 1400 score for Julian in 7 minutes. So he managed to distance himself quite well. 2 houses, so they have the same infrastructure. However, the score is super ahead for Julian since he has been gathering those resources with those banking, building those things a little bit faster, and getting those treasures and the extra shipments, even though he aged up with one less villager. Now he's aged up with the Exile Prince. Let's see what Kibble is up to. Also hit the button with the Bishop. So now Julian's going to be aged up faster, where Kibble, the Bishop, what's the Bishop going to give you? I'm not sure. I think it's the town center. Yeah, it is the town center. Okay, now Julian has steel traps because he's gathering over 1 wood per second. And he also has a church. I think that's pretty much what reflects on the score. How many banks are we having right now? Yeah, we're still on 5 banks. We're gonna have to wait for the H3 shipments. Kibble is still aging up. There's an age behind as well. There we go. We got 2 traps for Kibble as well. What Julian is up to getting placer mines. Has sent his 1,000 wood. Is he gonna make more banks out of the wood, or is he gonna save that for the revolt? Okay, so he's aging up with the tycoon. That's gonna give him, I think, 5 villagers and 500 chests of coin. Dropping his 6 banks now. Really, really going greedy with those banks. I think everyone that played that so far went for the 7 banks. There we go. That's the 7th coming through. So it's trying to build that town center as further north as possible into the yellow mark. Aging up with the Viceroy. The Viceroy, I think that's the fort, if I'm not mistaken. We will see. I'm not sure. Anybody in chat know what the Viceroy age ups with? A little quiz for you. And Kibble actually actually he's 2,000 score behind. Down to 10 minutes in game. 5 minutes for the treaty to start. There we go. He gets the... that's Julian here getting the... So he's on 23 villages for Kibble, where Julian's on 24. Because of the age up. The extra villagers. Both factors being sent. Probably mercantilism is gonna follow through next. And he's shipping actually 1,600 coin wood. Interesting. There we go. Here comes the factory. He's making more villagers. That's why his coin went down a little bit. Viceroy is the villagers, I think. Villagers plus coin. Oh, okay. Making some skirmishers. There we go. He's upgrading the heavy cannons on the factories called mass productions. The second factory is coming through. Where on the other side now he's just building his 7th bank. He's sending his factories, going for 1,600 wood first. He still needs to gather a lot of coin for his age up. What is that? Banks cost less and have more hit points, and envoys can now construct banks. So 2 factories on the field. I think sending factories before the wood is slightly better. There we go. The wood's coming through now for Julian. He's pretty much macroing for a revolt now. And 20 skirmishes already in the field. And 10 more to come. 30 skirmishers. Because you might be doing cavalry carbine. So hence the skirmishers. So a skirm gun composition here for USA revolt. We do have sent now infantry combat. Upgrading, might be seeing cavalry combat, maybe heavy cannons instead. I think that's going to be enough time to send all of these cards. We are now sending also on the Guinness Quadrant the upgrade of the arsenal to make your coverings with extra line of sight or even range. I don't know if it gives more range or just line of sight. I think it's line of sight. Well, Kibble, on the other hand, the second factory is just not yet on the field. He did gather all the wood. And he's still gonna need more wood. He built quite a lot of houses. He's on 100 pop here. That's quite a lot. Where Julian is on only 90. There we go. The coverings are coming through. Revolt into the USA. So there we go. He just revolted. His villagers became revolutionaries. 3 covers in the field. He got 32 revolutionaries, 30 skirmishers, a fort coming through. I think you got a fort when you age up with the USA. And he's sending this card here. With the sharpshooters and up them to be trained at forts, transform rifle infantry trained from the barracks with revolutionary sharpshooters. So let's see. Are these guys becoming sharpshooters? Is that what it is? No. But the skirmishers will. Now these guys have 24 ranged with 34 damage, and they are revolutionary sharpshooters. Managed to pop 10 more just on the nick of time. And the push is coming through Mr. Kibble. Mr. Kibble went for the Reuters. And he's revolting into the United States as well. However, the forts is coming through. He might lose the fort if he's not careful. He does not have the heavies. He's on coin right now. It's really gonna hurt. I think just Julian just have a better build against this USA mirror here, because if he's gonna go for cavalry and you have skirmishers, you're just gonna be ahead. What he's gonna be able to do here, if he loses that fort, it's gonna be pretty huge for Julian. It's too many skirmishers for Julian. There's nothing he can do with those carbine. He's gonna face the fort and forced to go back and actually try to face this army. There's a lot of cavalry here. They have 300 HP though. He's gonna have to put some of them into melee mode. There's a lot of heat coming through. Also, those heavies do hurt quite a lot. You're also sending now more 12 carbine here. The revolutionaries are coming late for the fight, but they're coming through nonetheless. The cavalry is actually going to be able to clean this up. But they are starting to diminish into their numbers, and all the cavalry is dead. I think if I just look here, we still have 27, 25. Plus now we have blue guards, musketeers, 30 of them. Ooh la la, that's quite a lot. How did he get this? Oh, these guys. 25 Barber allies. Oh, and the game was called. Plus, he also sent the 12 carbine himself. And with this, we have JulianK taking the second win from Kibble here with the USA mirror.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the deciding game of this round of 16 series between, on the east side of the map in the color red, JulianK playing as the Italians in the color red, and on the west side of the map, his opponent, Sir Kibble, playing as the Swedes in the color blue.
Representing.
Now, if he's going to revolt into Finland, which I think he is, I don't like it, because I remember playing Finland and it's an absolutely awful revolt. They even beat Julian when he was playing as Finland with my Brit. I don't like I don't like this revolt whatsoever.
What other revolts do they have then?
They have a USA revolt, which is really bad, but those are the only 2 options they have. It's either USA or Finland. Sweden isn't really a revolt city.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's find out. Let's see their decks. Not even picked up just yet. So we also have a lot of cows on this map. Julian already got 2 of them.
In the chat, Lion is saying that Finland is really good. He's always advocated for Finland. I just don't see it. Maybe in this format, Sweden can be really good, because it's like the same as with Canada, right? Where you get like an insane eco build. So let's see. I am interested. I am interested to see how this one will go. And I'm rooting for Kibble. I really am, because you know what? At the end of the day, Julian might just win the next ESOC tourney or the next big free food party tourney. Whatever 1v1 tourney it's going to be, Julian is one of the favorites. This is Kibble's time to shine, right? I want him to pull this one out. All right, so this is a thing I wanted to note on this map. Can we check the half map for Sweden?
In
I
terms of
want
the
to see
mines?
the no, yeah. In terms of the circle, if you can just switch over to Sweden's perspective,
Oh, so sure.
I want to see if he can build on that south coin mine, on that south gold mine. No, show the screen.
Oh, I see.
I want to see if he can build on the south, the very south. Yeah, he cannot fully build on it.
203, 203.
Yeah, and that's going to be a very big problem for him because the map's not really abundant. Um, it's not really abundant in wood, right? So what is he going to do when it comes to torps? Is he maybe going to ship the 3 gold mines?
He doesn't
He
have it in
doesn't
his
even have
deck.
it in his deck. No, he doesn't even have the 4 gold mines in his deck.
Yeah, it's very weird.
He doesn't have any gold mines. I think Finland has gold mines, but I don't know.
Well, maybe he doesn't want to overinvest in the torps after all. And he's gonna keep it chilled. So if he sends like, for example, like ironworks, that sort of thing, then if he's not gonna overly invest, maybe it's gonna be on the long term. But he has to revolt, so those cards will no longer be available. So let's see what he's gonna come up with.
Finland has 4 infinite mines, Lionheart says. So maybe that's going to be his game plan, and to fill up the
Aha.
mines once he sends it. But yeah, I'm interested to see what Kibble does here. Julian, doesn't have access to Argentina. The other revolts he has, what, Berber Revolt, Barbary States. I don't think USA is an option for Italy. Let me just load into skirmish real quickly on my game, and let me see very quickly what revolt options Italy has. Beautiful explorer that.
Okay, going for the Uffizi. Uffizi. So going into a Lombard strategy because you're gonna have to send all those cards. He also has Freemasons, which is super OP. The Basilica. I don't think the can the architects build forts? They can no longer build forts. No.
Only with the Freemason card, but Caverna. Italy has access to Brazil Revolt, Barbary States, Argentina, and United States. So the revolt options for Julian would be United States, Brazil, and Barbary States. Now, all 3 don't sound really good, right?
Brazil?
Especially if Finland is on the cards for Sweden, and knowing how good Sir Kibble has played the last game, I'm thinking that Kibble really has a chance of, winning this deciding game.
Yeah, the Arsenal, because it's H3, it gets you one wagon, right? Interesting.
Anyways, H2 already in for Sir Kibble, getting a second for Julian and Sir Kibble. Julian getting a second Basilica right now up on the field. His macro is looking really good, especially with all these Lombards that he's having, shipping another Lombard. Whereas on the other side, we're seeing Sir Kibble. He is researching steel traps.
What?
Got a lot of villagers.
You missed that.
Oh my god! But he's still not working on it, so he's just gonna go away. Probably,
He
right? Oh
saw it
no, he's
now.
coming back. There we go.
You saw the minimap, probably.
I mean, one of the most perfect revolts to stop a Brazil revolt would be a Finland revolt, right? Because you get Jaegers with your revolt, and you can mass train them from blockhouses, and they chop wood. And if I'm not mistaken, they also cost wood. So the I think the advantage in civilization really lies in Kibble's hands, right? Kibble is well doing a very good job with torping, even though his torps are on wood. But for a Finland revolt, you kind of want your torps to be on wood, don't you?
I don't know. I haven't ever done it. It's
It's
super
it's
new
it's
for me.
it's an eco-based revolt. It's an eco-based revolt. Oh, but Kibble is just watching as Julian is going to take this big coin treasure, and Kibble is not reacting. Kibble, wake up again! Whoa, Kibble! And yeah,
Uh-oh.
Julian just takes it while Kibble just stands there. Kibble just stood there and waited. And why wasn't his explorer even attacking? Oh,
He's
because it's
probably
a
doing
half
something.
map.
No, he cannot
It's a
attack.
half.
He's
Yeah, right. Oh my God,
but he
Kibble.
but he can take the treasures though. And Julian's just gonna go for the next one.
Keister, it's because it's a half map, so his explorer won't be able to attack anything
No, it's
out of
because it's a
his
treaty
circle.
game.
Yeah,
It's a treaty game, so there's no attacking. There you go, town center, age up, and there's a lot of barracks. Jesus, Jesus, and another town center. And
that is a
Julian,
lot of barracks. But are these barracks going to be able to produce the revolutionaries?
well, I think that it might be something with he can do probably some revolt. Can he use the Lombards in the revolts? That would be pretty interesting.
He can definitely. Yeah, that's why Italy is so overpowered when it comes to revolts. I remember when Barbary Revolt used to be broken. The Italy Barbary Revolt, people don't know this. It was better than the Ottoman Barbary Revolt because you could keep using Lombards and you could just keep spamming units like there's no tomorrow.
And also, this guy is like, how much they account for XP altogether? So there's 25. So this is 50. So this is 1 TP.
They're
Yeah,
basically a TP. Then there's the
right.
Basilica that's a TP, and another Basilica that's another TP.
3
So yeah,
TPs.
that's
Oof.
three TPs just like that. All the buildings that you build give you XP
Dang.
while you don't pay for them as well.
That's
So yeah,
insane.
it's Italy is
It's something
dead in the brain, as a lot of people like to say.
insane in the membrane. I wonder if he's gonna send Freemasons. That could be a good thing. Because you can actually make forts.
As you said it, he's shipping.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
And
there
look
you
how
go.
fast it
Freemasons
comes
can
as
begin.
well. God damn.
Yep. And I'm wondering what he's gonna do with all these barracks here.
Well, I think he has something prepared here. Because this
Oh,
is
it's
the
gonna
third
be
game,
once I go
so
back.
I think he probably playing the best. Save the best for last. Definitely don't want to leave the tournament. So I assume, let's see when the Freemason card comes in, how the building rate will change here. Let's look at that now. Oh boy. It's like 2 times as fast, I think. I think it's 2 times faster, right? 65%. Almost. Oh boy, that's scary. So looking into Kibble's side here is almost max pop. He's over gathering that gold mine here. Managed to put third. Third man. That one I don't know if it's gonna be in range. Quite further away. Can you alt click here to see the range? Let's see if that's gonna actually connect. I'm not sure if it's gonna connect. It might do actually. It did not. It unfortunately did not connect. You need to put that a little bit more into the edge. Even if you rotate this, maybe if you put in an angle like this, the collision box is still might not fit. Maybe. Very unfortunate for him. Aging up with the four, so that's the first fort we see in this tournament. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, whatever you said, I agree. There you go. He's going for both factories, and as he also has the Great Northern Forest. I wonder if that's going to be a pretty good card to be sending um, ahead of time. Also, he has one card for each torp you have on the map. Doesn't sound like a good card at all, but he has it there. Julian now has sent the factories. Has he though? So he's sending usury. Extortionate interest rates improve Lombard's return on investment. So now it's go from zero point 0.8 food converts to 1 coin. So now actually the these are actually multiplying his resources, which is super good. Passive ability improve the building speeds for nearby villages and architects. So he's getting more Is that he's sending? Upgrading now the Pingardes. Espingarda in Portuguese means like a rifle. It's like some sort of rifling upgrade. I assume that's for the Bersaglary, but maybe not. I'm not sure. Probably not. Probably a different upgrade that I've missed that. Okay, so we are on the 2 minutes mark. This is a 15 minutes, no rush, pretty game. And should be revolted by the 60 minutes mark. There we go. We have a first revolt from Kibble. He revolted with what is that? Can we Finland? I saw Finn somewhere. Yeah, Finland. So let's see what Finland revolt gives him. Because I actually don't know. I have never done this revolt before. He's saying they now allow Karelian Jaegers to gather resources from mines, livestock, and huntable animals. So he's making Jaegers. Does he have Jaegers though? Oh, that's the revolutionary things. The Karelian Jaegers. So now they can gather other resources as well. Allows them to gather resources from mines, livestock, and huntable animals. So they cannot work on the. They cannot work on the. How do you say? On the mines, on the farms, right? So there's a couple of upgrades here. You got Jaegers. You got. That's the sturdy breed of Finn horses. Improve the hit points of your stable cavalry. He could have a gun for some sort of stable sended upgrades for those units. But there you go. That's the prospected wagons. And do some sort of Haka pellets. But I think he's going for some Jaeger build. And that could be quite good if it mainly goes for infantry. But Italy also have some very OP cavalry from the church. There you go. You have USA in the field. And 15 seconds mark. Now you should not cross the half map. Back. Thank you very much. There we go. You got the Espingarda. So the Espingard are actually the upgrade for the cavalry Royale from Italy. They look pretty cool. So are they? So they have 80% range resist. That's insane. And also another fort here. What he's sending here? What the heck is that, brother? I don't know. I've missed that. And now the Jaegers are working. It's gonna be cut off here. We start to see some H2 Karolians. He wasn't ready for this. That's 2 heavy cannons gonna do major damage into this revolutionary. That's only 200 HP. Here comes the coverings to deal with those. And those Jaegers, let me see, the stats 25, 200 HP. They have 2 times bonuses versus heavies. Not bad, but there's a lot of coverings here. We're gonna be able to deal with the heavies. The major fights happening. Actually going to the safety of the forts. Very good engagement here. Actually not doing so bad. I like the kiting. Trying to deal with the cav. They're gonna have some Gatling guns, and the mortar is gonna be a massive problem. But the halves are actually being. Oh, I managed to take a Gatling gun. He has to have to somehow deal with the heavies and the coverings and the mortar. Also more forts. There's a fort on Julian's side as well.
My god, this looks so disgusting by USA.
There we go. He's doing some Haka pellets. He's shipping 8 Haka pellets.
What are Haka pellets gonna do here, though? It's a full skirmisher army.
Because it's kind of like a skirmisher unit, right?
Yeah, they are skirms. They're Karelian Jaegers, but like, what are the Haka pellets gonna do? Is my question. They don't
Well, the
counter
hacker,
anything in small
because Italy
position.
can send like ill metal, and he's actually sending 3 Papa Lancers, so is an answer for that. But he really don't want to lose them, and he's trying to engage here. Maybe he's going for the mortar. There's another heavy here. The what is that? The carbines trying to actually snipe the heavies, but there's also 3 coverings on the field. All the Jaegers are dead. Oh boy, how many Jaegers we have? 10 Jaegers here. It's not much going on. There's still so many units here for Julian. Meadow is coming up, followed up by 12 regulars. Send some regulars, fully replace musketeers with guard. With guard? We're not
Guard regulars.
regulars. Okay. It's gonna ship eight guard regulars. There's a lot of trees as well from Finland, which is very, very nice recall of wood that he gets from all of this. Let's just do a quick overview here. Quickly, what's happening here.
I mean, for USA, you want to say that this is an all-in, but because of the Lombard economy, this really isn't an all-in, is it?
Does he lose the architects? What are they?
The architects he does lose, but it doesn't really matter because he's got all his Lombards already, right? And the factories are going to go down for Kibble right now as well.
Yeah, he can still send in resources and multiplying them.
Oh, and he's making vills as well.
Yeah, we are in trouble here.
Definitely.
He's using all the hackers to try to take the artillery or whatever that was there, but the metal is gonna come. It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
What are they? We have guard Carolians. 19 of them. 18 Jaegers. It's not fully over. If he just has to manage to clean this up. But can he though?
Yeah, but this is the problem. How?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking to myself. How? Because Finland's a very good eco-revolt, but it has a very little military capabilities from what I'm seeing.
Each block house you send 1 Streltsy, so he only has 2, 3.
Yeah. So Strelid Horde isn't even an option here, which would have been nice.
But Papa Lancer, the Carolians are dead.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm pretty happy with the overall result. Like, if I was Kibble, I'm leaving this tournament with a smile in my face.
Definitely.
There we go. Julian,
congratulations to Julian.
Yeah, very well done. That was nice.